Okay, welcome to Grown and Fit. I'm Cara. We are doing yoga this evening, and I think today we'll stay kind of low to the ground and slow throughout the entire practice to kind of stretch out and release some stuff from the week. So we will get started by just sitting comfortably on your mat in our regular starting position with the hands on the knees. And we'll start with just a few regular breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. So just use your regular breath, not forcing yourself to fill, just letting it in, and then sending the breath back out through the nose. As you do that, when you inhale, just roll your shoulders back a bit so that your crown of your head is reaching towards the ceiling. One more breath like that. Let that one out. So from your seated position, kind of take your feet, and we're gonna do like butterfly legs. So if you can, press your feet together and maybe grab on to your ankles, wherever is comfortable for you here. So in butterfly, you're gonna get nice and comfortable. It may take you a few times to move some stuff out of the way so you can get grounded down into your seat. From here, we're just gonna send the shoulders back, sitting up nice and tall. This time we are gonna be intentional about the breath, inhaling really deeply, filling up the chest. Exhaling it out of the nose. And if your hands are not at your ankles, maybe take a hold of your ankles and sit the shoulders back once again, creating a little bit of resistance as you reach your crown up. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the nose. Every exhale, feel your seat sinking back deeper down into the mat. We're gonna take one more deep, deep breath. Exhale this one out of the mouth. That one actually felt really good. Let's do that again, exhaling through the mouth. So inhale all the way. Fill up the chest. Take the shoulders back. Exhale out of the mouth. Good. From here, you're gonna take a hold of the left knee with the right hand. So you have a slight twist there. Okay. Take the left hand right behind your seat. Pressing the feet together and straightening up. So reaching the crown of the head towards the ceiling, and slowly as you inhale, allow your hand to pull on the knee lightly. Turning your torso towards the left. Deep breath in through the nose, and as you exhale, bring the belly button in towards the spine. Find a little more depth in the twist. Inhale once again through the nose. Exhale, release back to center. You can release both of those hands, and then we'll swap. So we're going to take the left hand to the right knee. Right hand right behind the seat. Press into the right hand so you can find some lift in your torso. Take a deep breath in through the nose and gently tug on that knee, turning your torso to the right. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Find a little more twist. Stay here for another breath, keeping your crown reaching towards the ceiling. And then we'll take one more deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, return to center. Okay. Take a grab. We're going to do like mini cat-cow. There won't be too much undulation in the spine, but we'll be inhaling and lifting the chin, bringing the chest forward. You can gently tug on the ankles. And then opposite, exhale, bring the chin towards the chest. Find some rounding in your back. Maybe even lean back a little. Stretching out the shoulders. Reverse it, inhale, bring your chest forward, chin up. Exhale out of the nose, bring it back. Do 2 more in each direction. And once you've done 2, you can just come right back to your normal seat. Let's take the right hand and place it on the right knee. And with the left hand, we're gonna grab on to our head, but on the, towards your right ear, and gently bring the neck over, bring the ear towards the shoulder. As you take a deep breath in through the nose, bring the shoulder blades closer to one another, sitting up nice and tall. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. One more, a deep inhale on this side. And then let it out. Gently let go and swap to the other side. You're not pulling on your head. Deep breath in. Exhale, release it out the nose. One more deep breath. Let that one out. Release the head on this side, and let's just take a round rotation, dropping the chin towards the chest. Inhale, bring the head towards the right, ear towards the shoulder as you roll up. Start to exhale as you roll the neck down the left side. One more in that direction, inhaling as you bring the neck up, and then exhale down the left side. Pause with the chin towards the chest and go to the other way. Inhale up the left side. And then exhale down the right. Same thing, keep it going. Inhaling towards the left, up. And then exhale down the right side. Great. Okay, so wherever you are on your mat, you can just take your legs and spread them out long, how we usually do in staff. And we're usually on the mat, but that's fine. If you're not, you could just stick your legs out. Take a deep breath and bring the arms up overhead and press the palms together. Maybe even look at the thumbs. Deep breath in. Exhale your arms back down to the sides. This time we're going to take the arms and spread them out. We're going to inhale, open up, sending the chest forward. Exhale, close up the palms, bringing them to touch. Bring your chin down towards the chest. One more time, inhale, open the arms up as wide as you can. Allow your chest to open up. Exhale, opposite, find some rounding in the back. Press the palms together, release all the air. Let's actually do one more round of that. Go ahead, inhale, deep breath, as deep as you can go. Exhale, press all of that air out. Round the shoulders, press the palms together. Bring yourself upright and let the hands fall down to the sides. Let's go ahead and take the right leg and bend that knee so that you're putting the bottom part of your foot next to the left thigh. Take a deep breath in through your nose and slowly start to walk the arms out in front of you. You're folding over the left leg out in front. Also flex that left foot so that the toe is curling up towards the face. Take a deep breath in through the nose, fill up the chest. This time, exhale it all out of the mouth. Sink a little bit deeper. Take another deep breath here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. You're going to stay here for 3 of your normal breaths. Inhaling through your nose. Exhaling slowly and allowing your muscles to kind of melt. And allowing yourself to sink a little bit further. And once you've gotten to those 3 breaths, you can start to walk the hands back up to a seated position. Slowly start to walk yourself back up. And we'll take that right leg, stick it out and swap, bringing the left leg in. Same thing, take a deep, deep breath in through your nose. As you exhale, walk the hands forward, flex the right foot. This side may feel different than the left side. Take a deep breath into the nose, deep breath, deep breath. Exhale it out of the mouth. Reach the hands a little further if they go. And stay here for 3 more breaths at your own pace, taking deep breaths in through your nose, exhaling out of your nose, gently allowing yourself to move a little further if you can. And once you're done with that 3rd breath, you can gently start to walk yourself back up to a seated position. We're going to stick the left leg out to meet the right. So now we're in staff. So flex the toes. Inhale and lift the arms up. We'll keep them spread apart. Take a deep breath at the top. And as you exhale, hinge forward, reaching over your toes. We don't have to touch them. We're just stretching the arms forward, flexing the toes, and breathing. Take 2 more breaths here. This is a slower version of yoga, which is sometimes called yin. You can start to bring yourself back up to staff pose, seated up nice and tall. In yin, you generally hold a pose for up to 7 to 10 minutes. And we won't do that today, but we'll stay low and slow in this practice. So let's go ahead and swing the legs around. And you can come to the front of your mat. Everybody's a little bit different on their mat today. But okay, wherever you are, get into tabletop. So the hands, wrists are right up under the shoulders and knees right up under the hips. If you need a blanket under your knees, feel free. And we'll do just a few cat-cows. And then we'll go back down. All right, spreading the fingers nice and far from each other. Spread the fingers, curl the toes up behind you. Take a deep breath in through your nose as you drop your belly down, lifting the chin. We're gonna exhale the opposite way, pressing down into the mat. Drawing the belly button in. 2 more just like that. So inhale for cow. And then exhale when you're ready, pressing down into the mat. Pressing the toes in, pressing the knees in, the palms in. And then rotate again for the last cow. And when you're ready to exhale, press down for cat. Come onto a neutral spine so your back is nice and flat. And we'll lift up the right arm up to the ceiling and we'll thread it through this space on the left side. Take a deep breath first. And then when you're ready to exhale, thread the arm through the hole on the left And even let your shoulder drop down to the mat. Your hips will shift to the left, so just pull them back to the midline. Your left arm can be bent. Take 2 deep breaths here. Gently start to press into that left hand so that you can lift up back to tabletop, left hand, right hand, both on the mat. Same exact thing on the other side. Lift the left arm up, taking a look at that thumb, and then thread it through on the right side. You can bend that right elbow so that you can press your left shoulder down into the mat. Check in with your hips. They probably move to the right, so just shift them a little bit towards the midline. Deep breath in, exhale it out. Give yourself a moment to take one more deep breath. And on that exhale, press into the palm, lifting back up to tabletop. We'll be off the knees in just a moment, but before we do, take the left arm, stretch it out forward. In front of you, take the right foot, send it back behind you, still pressing the toes into the mat. Take a deep inhale while you lift the arm, lift the foot, however high you want them to go. It doesn't need to go high, just lift it off the ground. And when you exhale, bring it back down and tap the floor. You're gonna bring it back up 2 more times. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, send it back down, tap the ground. 1 more time, inhale, bring it up. Exhale, bring it back down. Left hand returns, right knee returns to tabletop. We'll switch to the other side. Right arm extends long, left foot extends back. Take a deep breath in, lift the arm, lift the leg. And then exhale, tap the ground. 2 more times, lift up, inhale. Exhale, send it back down. Last one, inhale up. And then exhale it back down. Hands and knees back to their tabletop position. Let's take the knees and spread them really wide, the width of your mat. Take the big toes, touch them together in the back, and slowly send the hips all the way back. Stretching the arms forward, you're gonna lower yourself down to the mat in child's pose. Now you can keep your knees nice and wide, and if this is uncomfortable for you, you can try and do child's pose with your knees closer together. Either way works. But wherever you choose, you're gonna be in child's pose for about 5 breaths. Deep inhales through the nose. Exhale out of the nose, and every exhale, allow your chest to sink down to the mat. On your next breath, whatever that is, go ahead and tent your fingers. So press the fingertips into the mat and start to lift the palms up off the mat. Creating a little tent with your fingers. Still breathing deeply in through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. Now we said 5 breaths, so wherever you are, make your last breath a deep inhale through the nose and an exhale out of the mouth. Slowly start to walk the hands back. And if you're not at that 5th breath, don't rush, take your time. But when you are, you can walk those hands back to where your knees are, so you're sitting yourself up. Close up your knees and sit down on your shins if you can. And if this is uncomfortable for you, you can always stick a blanket or I have a block or anything really up under your seat to give you a little leverage. But right now we're just gonna take the hands behind the back and clasp them together. Take a deep inhale through the nose and gaze up, bringing the chin up, shoulders coming towards one another on the back. Exhale out of the nose. 2 more breaths, just like that, inhaling. And then exhale out of the nose. Last one. Okay, you can slowly bring your chin down towards the chest, release the hands from behind you, and start to roll the shoulders up and back. All of our emotions are connected to the breath, so start by trying to inhale the shoulders up, and then exhale them as you roll them down the back. You'll do that 4 more times. Inhaling up, exhaling down the back. Inhaling up, exhale it down the back. And then switch. So take it from the back, rolling up, and then exhaling as you come down the front. Keep going like that for 5 more breaths. And I feel like I breathe a lot faster than everyone else, so I try and slow down a little bit. But when you're there, let's start to crawl the hands out in front. We're gonna end up laying flat on the mat, on the belly. So crawl your arms out in front of you, and when you're ready, you can slowly start to let the legs out behind you, and we'll come to lay the chest on the mat. I think we'll start by bringing the hands by the thighs behind you, palms facing up, pressing the tops of your feet into the mat. And for 3 breaths, we're gonna inhale and lift the arms and lift the feet off of the ground. So let's try it together. Inhale, lift your feet up, lift your hands up, stretch them down towards your heels. And then exhale, lower everything back down. Maybe even rest your forehead on the mat. You got 2 more breaths to do this. So inhale nice and deeply, lift the feet, lift the arms, and stretch the fingers towards the heels. Squeeze your legs together, and then exhale all the way down. 1 more time. Inhale, nice and deep. Lift everything up, stretch the fingers, squeeze the legs, and maybe even lift up 1 more space before we drop back down to the mat. Release any tension in your body and kind of just allow yourself to lay there on the mat for a second. Check in with your breath. Is it stuck? Is it shaky? Just let it do what it do. All right, start to take your hands out in front of you. Place your forearms right in front of you. Yep, like that. You're gonna press down into the forearms, into your palms and fingertips. Press down into the tops of the feet behind you. Slowly start to open up the legs a little bit wider behind you, maybe the width of your mat. Take a deep breath, press into the palms, into the forearms, and lift up your chest. Press down into the tops of the feet behind you. And just breathe nice and deep. So this is Sphinx. Another deep breath in through the nose. Press down into the tops of those feet. Maybe even press your hands down and forward as you breathe. We'll have 2 more deep breaths. And then we can lower all the way back down to the mat. Bring those feet closer together, maybe hips distance apart, and frame your chest with your hand. At this point, we're gonna curl the toes up behind us. Press down into the hands and lift yourself up to plank position. You can bend the knees down to the mat if you need to. Wherever you are, whether you're on your knees or in your plank, press into the toes curled up behind you. And we're gonna start to lift the hips up and back, pressing the hands down and forward for down dog. And you'll just step it out one at a time, pedaling or walking your dog. And we won't be here too long since we want to stay kind of low to the ground. So let's take the right leg, lift that behind you for three-legged dog very briefly. Take one deep breath with that leg behind, and we're gonna bring it right back down. So bend the knee and drag it kind of forward like we usually do, getting to lunge. And scoot, scoot, scoot the foot until it reaches the middle. And let's drop the left leg down. Slowly bring yourself up. Excuse me. And you can place the hand on the right knee if that helps. Sitting up nice and tall, take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out of the nose. Take another deep breath in, and this time allow your hips to sink forward a little bit more. Sink forward and down towards the mat. You should feel this in the upper region of your left thigh, your hips. One more deep breath. And then you can come on back out of that, sending the hips back a little bit. If your hands are on your knee, you can let go and bring them down to the mat. Let's scoot the right foot over towards the right side of the mat. So you're widening your stance quite a bit. So now my right foot is towards the edge of the right side of my right mat, or the right side of my mat. I'm gonna keep the hands down on the mat. Take a deep breath in and send the hips forward one more time. This is like a modified lizard. Take a deep breath in here. And as always, let the exhale deepen your stretch. In a yin class, we would be here for 7 minutes. It really gives you an opportunity to kind of slow down and check in with all parts of you. Let's just take one more deep breath in. Exhale this one all the way out. And slowly, slowly start to send those hips back so that you can sit up taller. I'm gonna send my right leg back so that I'm on the knee. And you can just come back on the shins and sit down for a moment. Right now, I have my toes curled up behind me, and I'm kind of sitting on them in this toe crusher posture, which is not as comfortable for everyone, so feel free to do that however you'd like. Just sit up nice and tall and slowly start to stretch your arms out forward. You'll stretch them out as far as is comfortable for you. Don't go too far. Take a deep breath in through the nose, and this time we're just gonna let the chest sink down. So your hips are kind of lifted, your chest is sinking down, your forehead can be resting on your mat. Deep breath in through the nose and then exhale out of the nose. Slowly start to walk the hands right back. And we have the other side to do for our hip stretch. So we'll make this pretty easy. You can take that left leg and send it forward to where we had our right leg. We won't need to go through the vinyasa with the down dog. There we go. Yep, just send the left leg forward. And if you need to, you can bring the hands to the right knee, left knee, excuse me, inhaling deeply through the nose, and then exhale, send the hips forward. Let's just do one deep breath here. And then exhale it out, keeping in mind that each side is gonna feel a little bit different. So if you don't go nearly as far, it does not even matter. So let's use the inhale to press ourselves back up. And same thing we did on the opposite side. I'm gonna press my hands down into the mat and scoot the left foot over to the very edge of the left side of my mat. Deep breath in through the nose, and then as I exhale, I'm gonna send the hips forward to the modified lizard, where it's opening up the hip. We're gonna use the breath to allow ourselves to sink down deep into the mat, or as close to the mat as we can get. 2 more breaths. This side is the side that's tough for me. Slowly use the inhale to lift those hips back up. Send the leg back. And this time we're gonna sit back on the shins and just bring them forward. So roll them around and stick them back out into staff. Maybe scoot yourself up a little bit so you're more towards the middle. Flex your feet and kind of pound the backs of your legs into the mat. We're on the knees for a little bit. Stretch them out. See right there. Okay. Take a moment and flex the feet towards the face. Inhale the arms up and overhead. Press the palms together. Draw the belly button in. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. Take another deep inhale in as you draw yourself back up to staff. Inhale the arms back up and overhead, stretching them up. Draw the belly button in. Exhale, fold over your legs. Let all of the air out. One more inhale, bring us back up to staff pose. Let's bend the right knee up and take that right foot to the left side of the leg. Yes. We're going to take the left arm up, bend that elbow and put it to the outside of the right knee. If that doesn't quite work, you can always grab onto it with your hand. But if we've got the elbow outside, take a deep breath in, draw the belly button in to make space, press the elbow into the knee and open up the chest and twist. Deep breath in, let it out. One more deep breath, inhale, pressing into the leg. And then as you exhale, you can unwind, turning back towards the center. Let's take that leg, bring it back to the right side, stretch it out, flex the feet. Then point the feet, then flex them one more time. Left leg, bring the left leg up. Place the left foot on the outside of the right leg. Same thing, draw the right arm up. Bring it to the outside of that left leg or grab onto it with your hand. Either way, inhale, draw the belly in to create space and twist. You're gonna sit up really tall. Using that inhale to create the twist. Exhaling to sink into it deeper. Last inhale here. And then exhale, release back. Stretching both legs out long. Take a deep breath where you are and slowly start to lay your back down onto the mat. Stretch your arms out behind you. Point the toes in front of you. We're going to take the arms and send them to the right side. Also going to take both legs, squeeze them together, and walk them gently over to the right side too. So we're in this little banana. Take a deep breath where you are, stretching the arms to the right and the toes to the right. Banana asana. Deep breath in, and then let it out. Use your next inhale to walk your hands back towards the center, walking the feet back towards the center. Stretch the arms directly back, stretch the toes out in front of you, really, really stretch them, tensing up all those muscles with your inhale. Exhale and let everything go. Let's move to the left side. So walk to the left with the hands and the feet. Take a deep breath here, feeling a slight stretch on the right side body. Exhale all the breath out. One more deep breath on this side. And let's go ahead and walk the hands back to center behind us and the feet back to center in front of us. You can go ahead and bring your arms back down. And let's lift the right knee up. You're going to take your hands behind the right thigh. Yeah, bring that right leg up so that you can reach behind the right thigh and maybe clasp the hands behind the right thigh and start to pull that in towards the chest, drawing your shoulder blades to the mat. Deep breath in, flex the right foot, flex the left foot. Take another deep breath here. And then we'll exhale, release the hands behind that thigh and slowly send the left leg up the same way. Inhaling that knee up, creating some space to interlace the fingers behind the left thigh. Deep breath in and exhale, pull the leg closer to your chest, drawing the shoulder blades to the mat. Inhaling through the nose, flexing both feet, drawing the belly in. And exhale, release. Both legs are outstretched. This time we'll draw both knees into the chest. And for the last posture, we'll reach our arms out towards the feet. And if you can, grab a hold of the outsides of both feet. If you can't, wherever you can grab ankles, shins, it's fine just there. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, you'll start to pull the knees down towards the armpits. And you can rock side to side or stretch a leg out one at a time from side to side. Or just stay right here with your hands gripping your feet. I'm here for 3 deep breaths. Every exhale, try and pull the knees a little closer to you. Last breath, if you breathe slowly. And you can release the hands from the feet and just draw the knees into the chest, wrapping the arms around. Maybe even lift up your chin so that you're curling up into this really tiny ball. Might even feel good to roll around a little bit. When you felt that you've gotten a decent hug, try and rock yourself up to a seat, back to your comfortable seat from the beginning, whether that's butterfly or easy pose, doesn't matter. And just get yourself readjusted, and we'll take 2 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth, and then we are done. So wherever you are, get comfy, take a deep breath in through the nose, make this the deepest breath you've done through the night. Exhale out of the mouth. Just one more. Inhale all the way. Exhale out the mouth. You have done good work. And that's all we have for tonight.